everybody. We're headed out of town. So, husband's finally done with work. Just picked him up. Been working on some TikToks for a new kind of like a secret account. So we'll see how things go. It's just an experiment right now. But yes, trying to get out of town. And no, we're not working finally. So we don't have any shows until the end of the month. So we've actually got to go visit family, but we're just headed out of town and go into what we call the farm, which is out in the boonies. Well, not the boonies, but outside of the city in Wisconsin. So we'll see what it's like out there. Hopefully it's peaceful and quiet. This is what a Friday afternoon in the Twin Cities in Minnesota looks like. And we're trying to get out of town, but so is everybody else. We are leaving Minnesota and crossing the river. That means that Wisconsin is just on the other side, and so is some of my family. Gotta look at the river.
We are now in Wisconsin.
Here's the non-river side of Hudson. So we're just turning off to get some food, some fast food on the way to the parents.
Email is an official outreach from
The husband's intently looking at his phone, but we are at good old Culver's waiting for our food. So just quick drive through so that we can quick get to the parents. Oh, the fun of being stuck at a traffic light here. You can see the sign going towards Eau Claire. That's our direction. We are coming up to a crossroads. To the right is River Falls. To the left, we are headed towards the parents. So this is headed towards Baldwin. There's a sign, Spring Valley of Menominee. So last weekend we drove from Minneapolis, Minnesota, all the way down to Des Moines, Iowa. And now we're driving in Wisconsin on the back roads. And you might ask what the difference is. Well, there's more hills when we're driving in Wisconsin, and there's more cheese. So we'll see if we get any of that this weekend. One of the reasons that I like driving out to my parents, though, is for the scenery. So lots of greenery, lots of hills, and it's much quieter than the city. We drove through lots of traffic in rush hour that was kind of stop and go before we crossed over the river. So it's nice to be away from all of the city lights and a lot of the traffic and just driving on the back roads here in the country. And look at this, there's hardly anybody on the road, and we're just going through all of the hills and lots of greenery around us, lots of farms. Some of the farmers are out in their fields doing their work. So nice scenic drive. Nothing like a car ride as an adult with your parents. Drive it in the front seat. Mom and Dad are driving. We both get to feel like passenger princesses. Who's that over there? Hey, honey, where are we going?
The creamery.
Why are we
Cheese
going
factory?
there? The cheese factory, of course, because we're in Wisconsin. Here's our go-to stop. Ellsworth Cooperative Creamery, because they have the fried cheese curd stand and lots of goodies inside, including the ice cream. So you always need the cheese curds. It's busy in here today. Lots of Wisconsin things. Ellsworth. Check that out. The husband's looking at a cow lunch bag. Yeah, we're in the country line. See the line there, and then you gotta check out. They have all kinds of products, local products, other products. Ma's looking for a specific kind of mustard. Alright, Ma picked up the blue cheese herb mustard. All kinds of different things in here. Alright, so you got some thermal cups. You got the bucket hat. I mean, check this out. Old jugs. Stanley style. Cow cozies. You know, here. Cheese curls. Squeaky. Here it is. Look, they even got a cow little plush. Alright, I didn't see this last time. Boy, did they just open a new place. Check this out. They expanded again. Alright, everybody. If you haven't been to the Ellsworth Creamery in a while, they have a brand new like sample room and more. So down here, you get to try all the flavors. And they probably changed their menu. During the day, they also are known for the Taking Big pizzas. Of course, with their cheese, so they gotta be good. Yeah, look at that.
Sold out.
Another thing they're known that you'll just find in Wisconsin, it's all empty. No more cowboys. Only in Wisconsin, yeah, you got cheese curds. Look at that. Cheese keychains. We may have to pick one up for a friend. Apparently, we're not the only one that can make the dad jokes, so there's an Utter Hills. Utter. Lots of conversations going on around me, but my mom said that they added in a breakfast menu, and then of course they have their creamery ice cream. Lots of yummy things that we picked up for the whole family. Order time. There's the address for those who want to know. There's part of the order. Just waiting on the sundaes. There's the turtles. Turtle over there. Chocolate. He's made a new friend behind him. Oh yeah, gotta have cheese curds. You can order them now, there's no line, so I might do it, but I don't know if anybody's inside. If you need the QR or their handles, here it is. There they are, fresh out of the fryer. Yum. Every year in Ellsworth, there is an annual Cheese Curd Festival, and it's happening this year, June 26th to the 27th for 2026. So you can drive out there and experience it for yourself. Seems like we're always in our car. So got the glasses on for driving, and that's it. We're done at the farm with the parents. Just had a really quiet weekend, didn't have much footage, and it's time to go home, back across the border to Minnesota. This is the road going back home. It's a nice sunny day, but we left early to cross the border back over because there's construction, and the traffic on the other side when we looked, leaving the city or coming in was really bad and backed up. So we're just gonna head out early. Driving in the countryside yet, going around the curve, trying to see if we can catch a glimpse of the horses, but they might not be out. Oh, they're not out. They are supposed to be off to the right. They actually look like they remind me of the big, they're Belgian horses, so it's all right. Lots of things to look at on the drive. We are back in our state. There it is. Welcome back to Minnesota and summer construction. Thank you for watching our little short road trip. Didn't want to be too invasive with the family, but we will have more videos and events coming up in the future.